Hello, Centralia. I'm Shane Lothar.
And I'm Rachel Roddy.
And this is Centralia on Air. Thank you so much for joining us. Last week on the show, we had 3 great guests in studio. Gayla Harding came by to promote Elmwood Speaks, and we also talked with Kaskaskia College's Cheryl Bainey and Amy Trout about admissions at KC and how they are helping high schoolers get ready for college. Hey, speaking of college, did you know more girls go to college than boys? 775,000 male students enroll in college each year compared to 1.5 million female students.
Wow. The first college to graduate women was Oberlin College. Mary Rudd, Mary Hosford, and Elizabeth Prow graduated from Oberlin College with a bachelor's degree in 1841.
There are 60 all-female colleges in the country, but only 4 all-male.
I guess it's true what they say.
What's that, Rachel?
Girls go to college to get more knowledge. Boys go to Jupiter to get
work
more
on
stupider.
Computers. What? What is it?
You heard me.
Oh, stupider, huh? Nowadays, I hear the trend is Uranus.
Oh.
Anyways, that was last week. But this is this week.
That's right. On today's show, we have 3 special guests in studio. Marcus Holland stopped by along with DJ Justice and Mandy Albers to give us all the details on the 29th annual Centralia Balloon Fest. All right, DJ, Marcus, and Mandy, thanks for being here today. Let's start off and tell us a little bit about yourselves.
I'm DJ Justice. I work at Cheney & Carge here in Centralia, and I am the 2018 chairperson for the Balloon Fest.
My name is Marcus Holland. I'm the director of the Centralia Chamber of Commerce, and I'm the first vice chair of this year's Balloon Fest.
My name is Mandy Albers, and I work at Heritage Woods of Centralia, and I am the second vice chair of this year's Balloon Fest.
We're standing with royalty.
Yeah.
And DJ Justice, just to be clear, is not just a cool disc jockey name. That's your actual name.
Yeah, my actual God-given name is David Justice, but I earned this nickname in 2nd grade because there was 3 Davids in my class. So one was Davey, one was David, and I became DJ.
I like
for
it.
the initials.
Okay, so we are here today to talk about the 29th annual Balloon Fest. DJ, hit us with the details.
Oh, nothing like pressure, right? Well, we start off Friday night. The gates open at 3 o'clock. We'll have an opening ceremony, then the balloons enter the park. They will fly out, weather permitting, and then some of the balloons will return on Friday evening, and we'll have a small glow. Not the big glow like we do on Saturday night, but they'll have a smaller glow. And then we're going to have, on our main stage, we'll have Jake Holt. He does country/classic rock music, real good entertainer. And then we'll close the evening with an outstanding firework display, some of the best you'll see around anywhere. They're great. It's done to music. If you're in the bowl, it's a very outstanding time. Then Saturday, we're going to have a race in the morning. Gates open at 6. Going to kind of jump around a little bit, but throughout the event, we have a craft show going on. Friday night, we'll have a tethered balloon ride. Saturday night, we'll have a tethered balloon ride. So
Tell us about that. What is it, if
tethered
somebody doesn't
balloon
know?
ride is, the tether means it's tied down. So
Yeah, so the tethered balloon ride is $10 per person.
right.
The whole point of this is that everybody has a chance then to experience taking off and landing in a hot air balloon. You're not going to be able to travel, like DJ said, it's tied down. You're not going to be able to travel away from the park, but you just kind of go up and then back down.
I think they go up probably
About 100 feet.
Yeah.
50 to 100 feet. It depends. Depends on the winds and everything else that's going on. It's a safe height, so you can kind of view the park, view what's going on below you, and get that experience of being in a hot air balloon.
And we've got extended hours on it this year. It was shorter last year, but we've lengthened that out due to the demand.
It's very popular.
Very,
Yes.
very popular.
Always a long line.
Yeah, there's always a long line for it. And in fact, this year, the pilot that is running the tethered balloon rides, that's his whole job. He's not doing any of the races or the glows. He is there to do the tethered rides.
Awesome.
It is scheduled from 6 to 9. If the weather's better, he'll open earlier and stay later, but because of that long line, we're trying to get the people up in the air. So yeah, we're hoping for good weather. And
there is a long line, but they get you through quickly. So
yeah.
I mean, it's not like you're standing there. It's not like Six Flags. You wait
Forever.
3 hours for a ride, and then finally get up there. So they get the people in. He's got a large basket. I think he can hold.
I think it's about 6 people.
It's really neat if you've never had a balloon ride. Like, in $10 anywhere else, you're going to be spending $20, $25. So it's really neat.
That's a very good point, Mandy. The other thing is I think is great about our Balloon Fest is you can interact with the balloon, with the pilots. The kids can go up and they get a baseball card type of thing from each of the pilots. They go around. They'll talk. They love kids. They love showing kids how the balloon operates. They're just very, very fan-friendly. So that is something that is great about our Balloon Fest.
While we're talking about going up in a balloon, have you guys been up in one?
Yes.
I have not.
Well, we have to change that, Mandy.
I'm going to go, not this Friday, but next Friday. Morning, yes, 6 a.m. I'm a morning person, so I can do this. But I've been on the steering committee. I've been so busy helping with the actual event, I never really got a chance to go up in a balloon, so I'm really excited. A little nervous, but it's going to be good.
Yeah, and that's kind of the beauty of being on the steering committee. I've been on the steering committee before I worked at the chamber, and I've been up 3 times, I think, so far. And it's one of those, it's something we offer for our steering committee members because they're dedicating their lives to Balloon Fest. It's really not, it's not just the weekend, but it's all the setup beforehand. And then during the weekend, some of us are out there 20 hours each day.
I'm out there 20 hours. Thankfully, I just live in Central City, a couple minutes from the park, so it's a quick shot and get back there. And it's definitely a labor of love. Enjoy it. Love the balloons. Have a great time. We have a lot of events other than just the balloon, too. Sunday, one of the neatest things in the world is the cardboard boat race.
That is my favorite.
And if you haven't ever been there, come out there. Bert Davies puts it all together. He gives you a little kit, and you have to build this cardboard boat out of this kit. And then you have to race. And you paddle through Catfish Pond, and there's a course. There's lifeguards, although I don't know if Catfish Pond is actually deep enough to worry about it. But it's a great time. We got, if you like crafts, we got a lot. How many vendors are we up to now?
We'll have about 60 vendors out there.
Wow.
And all sorts of crafts, homemade jewelry and woodworking. Much of it is handmade, and that's what we're focusing on, is to get actual crafts out there.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of great food. I can attest to that. I usually try, we got 17 vendors, I believe, 17 food vendors, and I usually try a sample from each one of them. So
you got to.
Thank God for radio, because you can't see how big I am.
What's everybody looking forward to eating out there?
Every year I go to the Greek and get a gyro. Then I got to go to Elvis's stand and get an Italian sausage. Those are the two. You can tell I eat healthy, don't you? Those are the two. I usually get something from Country Bob's. I get something from Hoffman Lutheran. Yeah.
He does it all.
Chatty Daddy's not there this year, so I can't eat there.
We always look forward to the taco in a bag.
Oh, that's
taco in a bag.
Yeah, because it's just something you can grab, and it's not like a full meal, and so you can probably eat a few of them each night.
One vendor even had, and I don't think he's back this year, but he had chocolate-covered bacon. I tried it.
What'd you think?
I thought you could put bacon on anything, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. But
did you guys have the flavored watermelon the year? I don't know if it was.
I didn't have it, but I got to help.
Yeah.
Load all the rinds that were left over in the trash.
That was not fun for me. I think
you were on that committee that year.
I was on trash committee that year, and I mean, my husband was there helping me, and he was just like, "What did I do by marrying it?" It was like, "Welcome to Balloon Fest, babe." But it was worth it.
Yeah,
smelling like watermelon.
Yeah.
Worst things you can smell like.
Yeah.
Didn't you have it spill all over you? Or?
Yeah. I had a corn dog stick tear one of the bags when I was lifting it over to the dumpster, and it just. I mean, I close my eyes and I'm still there that day. Like, it was like a shower of just that. And my husband, he was over there and he couldn't stop laughing. It's all fun. And I'm not going to lie, on Sunday I had a watermelon, even though I wore it on Saturday.
Yeah, we also have car shows. We'll have the regular car show. I get to judge, but I think I'm going to delegate that because it's been delegated. Patty Williams has always been nice enough to in years past, delegate me for some reason. So I think I might share that wealth this year.
There you go.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo between
Yeah.
you two. Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors over here.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. We've got the Corvette Club coming in on Sunday. Just a lot of fun things to do out there. Always have music under the family tent, the picnic tent. Always have some great music. We got from country, rock, gospel, any kind of genre you really want. We're going to have an impersonator contest. That ought to be very interesting.
For Elvis?
Well, so
No.
last year we had the Elvis impersonator
Yeah.
contest. It went really well, but we wanted to open it up to include everybody, not just guys who like Elvis, because we didn't have any female participation. So we're looking for anybody to sign up, and they can still sign up even the day of. It's something that's just karaoke style competition. If you look like and sound like them, you're going to get bonus points.
Cool.
Yep, that should be fun.
Yeah.
So I assume Shane's going to be out there to.
As
Impersonating.
someone, right? I
You
could
gotta-
pull something off. I
Yeah,
don't know.
you can.
We also have for the kids, we've got a great children's activity area. They do a fantastic job, all kinds of games for them. We've got bouncy houses, and they're for the kids only. I can't get on there.
I would.
Yeah, you could sneak by as a kid.
Yeah. Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Short enough? Is that a short joke?
No, it's not a short joke. It's your youthful look.
Oh, thank
there you
you.
go.
Thank you.
How's that?
Yeah, good comeback.
So, we've got little Obi, little Toot from City of Walmack. So train rides, kids enjoy them. CN comes out, does a great job. You got to go through a little bitty, 5-minute class or something like that. Teaches you about safety around railroad crossings. So, which is a great program for them. We both benefit. Centralia being a rail town, from our origins and stuff, it's something really, really nice that they have out there. Saturday night, we're going to have Johnny Cash, Walking with Cash. It's a Johnny Cash tribute, and it's fantastic. He's got a huge following. If you like Johnny Cash, he definitely puts on a very good show.
Yeah, he was out there a couple of years ago, and so we try not to get the same bands every single year. So we give him a break, and so since he was such a crowd favorite, we're bringing him back, and we're happy to have great entertainment like that on the main stage.
I'm assuming this Johnny Cash guy is disqualified from the impersonator contest.
I don't mind if he wants
No?
to join
Okay.
in. I don't think he'll be there.
He might dominate if he
Yeah, that's we didn't put those parameters out there.
Anybody can sign up,
All right.
Yeah, anybody.
and the judges can be bribed. So there you go.
Oh.
You're a shoo-in.
Okay.
This isn't
Thank you.
a big thing. So
Yeah, it's
I-
not like it's a lot of money out there. We don't have the budget for that. That's for sure.
I do want to add, we have added a couple of activities in the children's area. On Sunday, we're going to do a scavenger hunt. And it's a selfie scavenger hunt. It's really trying to get people in the park to walk around, take pictures with themselves, with items that I'm going to give them a list of 10 items. Some are going to be real easy, but then we're going to try to make it a little difficult too. That's between 12 and 4 on Sunday. And then we'll also have a large coloring activity out there. It's a giant pictures of balloons that families can color from. It's 8 foot long, 3 foot tall. So it's
Cool.
stuff like that. We're just trying to bring more to the children's activity area so there's more for people to do. And then
We've got a list of events on Facebook. You can get on, look through social media. We're not going to say because we're going to have fantastic weather, but if a balloon race would happen to be postponed or canceled, we will have that via Facebook. We'll be reaching out to the media, such as yourself, letting people know as soon as possible, as soon as we get word. One thing that is new this year is they're doing the pilot briefing in the park. In the years past, they've always done it at the motel where all the pilots stay, but now we have a new balloon meister, and he wants to have it in the park. So the balloons are going to come to the park no matter what, whether there's, so you'll be able to have a hands-on kind of feel of seeing, what it's about, what they talk about, and Mark Beckemeyer will be announcing, yes, we're going to go up in 15 minutes, or we're going to wait and see what the weather does here a little bit. So you get a more hands-on feel about it, instead of we're all sitting at the park anxiously awaiting to see if the balloons are going to come to the park. So they'll be there, and then the decision will be made in the park. So that's something that we're really looking forward to. It's a new approach, and we're really looking forward to it. So.
Shane and Rachel here. You're listening to Centralia on Air. We're talking all things Balloon Fest with our guest today. Stick around. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel. We have Marcus, DJ, and Mandy in studio today. We are talking up Centralia Balloon Fest. Marcus, with so much going on, do you have any idea how many visitors come through over the course of the weekend?
Yeah, so we do sell, it's $3 to get in, so we do count the money. And it's approximately 30,000 people come through Balloon Fest. That's not always counting all the volunteers that show up too, that they get in for free. So we estimate even 30,000 people to come through Balloon Fest. And you'll see that on Friday and Saturday night when it's really packed for the Balloon Glow. Mm-hmm. There's 10,000 plus people in that park. It's a 300-acre nature park. And it's, to have it full where you can't even walk through the crowd, it's pretty awesome to see.
Yep. So, with so many people, one concern might be parking, maybe. I know when I've come in years past, I feel like I've just lucked out. There'd be like one at a church that I can swing into or something. So what are some tips for parking this year?
Well, we have the North Gate off Gregg Street is the official parking lot for Balloon Fest. When that starts getting too full, we start directing people to our off-site parking, which is at the old Centralia High School. Okay. It is free to park there, but is $1 per person for the shuttle to take people to and from Balloon Fest. That's only on Friday and Saturday night that those shuttles run. And then there's a lot of street parking and a lot of businesses and churches that will have paid parking spots as well. The locals all know to kind of go on the streets and find a spot, or they have their friends or family that they can park nearby. And that's kind of the beauty of Balloon Fest is when it's good weather, you'll get people walking a mile to get to the park and then walking multiple miles in the park. So it gets some exercise too. Yeah.
That's one good note too, is that the people of Centralia are very, very kind and very nice, especially around the park. The church, probably where you park, that's a very good revenue maker for them for that year, But they are. We appreciate the citizens of Centralia and their patience. This is 29 years, and people keep coming back. People absolutely love the park. I've driven the shuttle carts that bring people from the North End parking to the into the park to where they can get out and walk and see all the events, and people that aren't from Centralia who've never been to Foundation Park compliment us on how fantastic of a park that is. And we truly, being a lifelong citizen of Centralia, you don't realize how nice you have it, and it's a beautiful, beautiful park. Dave Sockleven does a great job out there keep maintaining it. The foundation's nice enough to let us have it out there. I mean, it's just a great, great venue for that. It's just a great background setting.
DJ, for listeners out there who have never been to Balloon Fest, what would you say to them to convince them to go this year?
Well, there is something for everyone, from the
food.
Yeah, food-wise. Yeah, obviously, I like food. There's food. There's crafts. Obviously, we've got the balloons. If you've never came and seen a balloon, Centralia is definitely the place to come see a balloon. You can get up close with them. You can see them from cold inflate all the way to inflate, all the way to take off. And that's not something you can really do at a lot of balloon fests. The great activities, if you like music, there's phenomenal artists out there. Some of them local, relatively local, some not. There's just a world of things to do out there. Come see the park. You know, it's a great place to walk through.
What are some things that people can bring into the park or don't bring into the park?
Well, you can't bring a cooler, okay? You can't ride a bike. You can't bring a pet. Let me see. No alcohol, for sure. I said no coolers, no bikes. Please, no skateboards, inline scooters, hovercraft, or whatever they call them nowadays. It is a walking venue. We do, if you park on the north end, we shuttle you very close to it, and we drop you off. You come back to that same point, and we shuttle you back to your car. So there is a fair amount of walking. We try to accommodate those people as much. For those people that do have handicaps, there is a road that goes through the center of it. So you are able to watch things, see things. You know, grab a committee member if you need assistance to try to get down, and we'll be in bright yellow shirts so you can see us. And so, you know, if you need assistance, we'll try to be as accommodating as we can. We can't personally give you a ride from your car all the way to this picnic bench that you want to be. It's just impossible for us to do. But that being said, we're all big-hearted, and we try to help as much as possible. So anything else, Marcus?
Yeah, and I would add on to that, you know, we do have a first aid tent, so if anybody's, we've had people out there when it's really, really hot that they just get exhausted and didn't realize that they didn't drink enough or whatever. We'll help them cool down, get them some water, and hopefully get them better. We're lucky enough to have our local hospital, SSM Health, St. Mary's Hospital runs our first aid tent. Awesome. We also have all the, you know, ESDA police, fire, and Lifestar ambulance are out there all weekend too. So it's a safe event. It's a family-friendly event. Like DJ said, no alcohol's in the park. We actually don't sell alcohol in the park either. And that's really just to focus on the balloons, focus on the entertainment that's out there, and we try to put our best foot forward with all that. We do want to remind people not only what not to bring, what to bring is your cameras, because there's always a ton of photo opportunities in the park, whether it's the balloons or the crafts or the carbo boat races and the spectacular sinking of that. You know, so it's, you know, be out there and be a part of it, and
bring your lawn chair.
Bring your lawn chairs. Yes, yeah, you can hang out all weekend.
Okay, so what's the website people can go to for more information?
CentraliaBalloonFest.com. And we're also on Facebook at Centralia Balloon Fest.
DJ, one last time, you want to give us the who, what, when, how, where?
It's a week from Friday. Gates open at 3. Balloonists will be entering the park, I believe, around 5-ish. Approximately will come in. They'll decide on the race, the weather conditions, and then it runs all the way through Sunday, and the last race starts at 6. So there'll be a race Friday night and glow. There'll be a race Saturday morning. There'll be a glow only on Saturday night, a race Sunday morning, and a race Sunday evening. So that gives us a lot of opportunities. For those people I've heard said that no balloons got up, they didn't fly over my house. Well, your house wasn't in the direction of the wind, because maybe people live on the south side and the wind was from the south, so the people on the north end are going to get to see the balloons. So the balloons are going up, weather permitting. You know, looked at the long-term forecast. It is Southern Illinois weather, so just look outside. It'll change, and I think it'll change for the better.
Yeah, that's something to remember, too, is, the weather does change, even if it's calling for rain. A lot of times they'll wait it out and see if it's going to be good weather to fly. Every year we have balloons go up and have a race and have a balloon glow. Yeah, sometimes it gets canceled, but it's there every year. I have pictures of balloons every year. So when people say, that never flew, I've got a picture of that. Said otherwise. So come out there. We know it's a multiple-day event for that reason. There's four races, 2 balloon glows scheduled, and that's because we know that weather does happen.
Thank you guys so much for being here today.
Thank you for getting the word out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And we hope everyone is looking forward to Balloon Fest 2018. Don't forget to stop by the X95 and Wiley tent for awesome prizes. We will be there all weekend long, and be sure to tune in right here for what's going on at Balloon Fest. You're listening to Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel. Stick around, we'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel. Here's a look at your community calendar. Join Roadhouse Harley-Davidson on Saturday, August 25th from 11 to 10 p.m. for Rockin' for the Troops. Help honor all past and present men and women of our armed forces. Roadhouse will have a live band, bounce houses, 50-50 drawing, and much more. This is a family-friendly event. All donations from the raffle will go to the Wounded Warriors Project.
We know all about this one. Centralia Balloon Fest weekend starts August 17th through the 19th at Foundation Park in Centralia. 35 hot air balloons, 4 balloon races, 2 balloon glows, fireworks, a car show, craft fair, and entertainment. Listen right here all weekend long for Balloon Fest updates and what's going on.
The 28th Annual Wren Lake Car Show on September 8th from 4 to 9 will be held at the Benton Public Square. Check out over 200 vintage and classic vehicles.
Centralia Fire Protection District is hosting Glow Bingo at the Centralia Elks on Saturday, September 8th. Doors will open at 6 and bingo will start at 7. $1,000 in cash prizes, 50-50 and cash bar. $20 per person in advance. For more information, call the fire station at 532-3941.
Movie in the Park on Friday, September 14th at Veterans Memorial Park in Mount Vernon. Enjoy a free movie under the stars on a giant inflatable screen. Beauty and the Beast will start at 7 p.m. Bring your chairs and a blanket, free popcorn, and bottled water.
Join the City of Centralia's Park and Cemetery Advisory Committee along with the Centralia Cultural Society for Elmwood Speaks starting Thursday, September 13th through the 16th. Tours will fill up quickly, so call the Cultural Society at 532-2951 to reserve your tickets.
And a look at your local area blood drive, Wednesday, August 15th at the Salem Community Center from noon to 6. And that's a look at your community calendar on X95 and the Big 1210. If you have an event you would like to share with us, you can email wiley1210@gmail.com. Or for more information about these events and others, check out our website at x95radio.com.
That's it for this week. Feel free to hit us up on Facebook or Twitter at X95Radio if you want to comment on anything. If you like what you heard today, come back next Sunday at 11 on X95 and the Big 1210. You can also find past shows on YouTube. Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, she's Rachel Roddy.
And he's Shane Lother.
And this was Centralia on Air.